Hello, and welcome to Tech to Tech presented by KYZEN, where we will explore common cleaning questions and answers. Let's get started. I'd like to introduce KYZEN's own Fernando Rueda.
Thank you, William. We're going to talk today about how to figure out when to change out your bath, what to know about soils, water, and condition and chemistry. So when do we change it? Well, when it's not working. And how do we get there? So we're going to review the different points, including the process cleaning rate, which includes the cleaning agent and the equipment being used, parts being cleaned, types of soils, different cleaning requirements, and different environmental concerns that include wastewater. So the process cleaning rate, I talked about process cleaning rate in a previous Tech to Tech, which you can find a link to in the description of this video. And I bring it up because all parameters involved in this diagram are very important to help determine the life of the wash bath. So we start with the cleaning agents. Cleaning agents, if they do not match up the soil that you want to remove, they might leave some residues, and you're going to get parts that are not clean, which might force you or might induce you to change your bath prematurely. Other factors that can make you change your bath prematurely could be incorrect cleaning agent concentration. If that concentration is low, you're probably not going to get good cleaning, and you may think that the bath is spent, and you may want to change it. So if you are using a non-emulsifying product like the one on the beaker that you see on the left side, you're going to need an oil removal system. And if you don't, you're going to get likely dirtier parts. And again, it could induce a premature bath change. Low temperatures in your bath also could give you a false indication because we use temperatures to soften the residues so they're easier to remove and dissolve. So if you have the temperature set too low, you might not get good cleaning and again force you to a premature decision there. And also, sometimes when you are trying to get more throughput in your production, you might set your cycle, your wash cycle faster. So there is not enough time to clean your parts, and you may get poor cleaning, which again might take you to a premature change of your bath. In terms of cleaning equipment, it's all about making sure that it's installed properly, that the configuration of the equipment and the different sections, wash section, or wash cycle, if depending on the type of equipment. And you see different types of equipment here on the graphics on the left. So you need to make sure that the spray bars are set up correctly, the temperatures are being maintained properly, airflow in the machine, so there is not too much cross-contamination, etc. All these could produce insufficient cleaning, which could lead you to change the bath prematurely again. We're moving now to your parts and the different soils or contaminants that you're removing. Parts can release different oxides or undesirable residues that could create reactions or sediments that could contaminate your bath faster, and then making you change that bath more frequently, which is typically undesirable depending on the conditions. Also soils, there are different types of soils that will affect how fast your bath gets spent. Organic soils include oils, greases, fats. Inorganics that include metal fines, dust, particles, oxides. All these can influence the bath life that you're going to get and how fast you need to replace your chemistry in your wash. Bath analysis is an important part, not only to maintain process control, but also to determine if you need to change your bath. There might be different industry standards that you need to meet, automotive standards, other industry standards that might require you to maintain certain levels of cleanliness, which leads me to the column on the right, and different methods for testing your cleanliness, including visual inspection and Millipore. Depending on the standard that you're trying to meet, you may have to use one or the other. Environmental and safety is always a factor. Environmental, because you may need to meet different local regulations. Each locality may have, including even within the same county, you may have two cities that have different regulations. So you need to keep an eye on that, for different parameters, the biochemical oxygen demand, chemical oxygen demand, solids, pH, and that can also affect your wastewater treatment. You may have to treat your water before it's released into outside the factory, and your local authorities may have different parameters. The chemistry that you are using can also affect the wastewater treatment, or any residues that you may have in that chemistry could affect your wastewater treatment. So important to keep an eye on that, because that could determine when you change your bath. Safety is also important. Sometimes different chemistries may react with parts or residues and create some foul odors, or maybe some reactions that could be dangerous for the operators. In closing, the keys to figuring out when to change your bath are gonna be the chemistry, making sure that you have good concentration, temperatures, etc. in your process. All the process parameters related to the chemistry are the appropriate ones for your equipment and for the parts that you're cleaning and the residues that you're cleaning. The equipment installation and configuration, they are the most important part to get the most out of your cleaning bath, preventing, little or too much cross-contamination, and different factors like airflow, oil removal systems, etc., could affect how fast you need to replace your bath. Parts being clean, and the soils, again, mention that some soils will saturate your bath faster. It could create different reactions, or could generate more particles. And if you're trying to meet different standards, that might limit your bath life. Bath analysis will help you maintain your bath, but also trying to monitor whether you are meeting the standards that you're trying to achieve for different parts and different uses. And process control, always key to maintain a proper cleaning process and extend and maximize the bath life of your washing solution. Some frequently asked questions on these topics. What is the best way to monitor my chemical concentration? There are different methods. It's all gonna depend on what you're cleaning and the residues that you're cleaning. Could be titration, conductivity. Some recommend pH. We typically don't. It's not an indicative factor for your bath life, and for your concentration. So we stay away from pH. How can I tell if my parts are clean? Different methods, including visual, but you could go into more sophisticated methods like Millipore, or simple methods like the dyeing test. And how to dispose of the chemistry after you are done, after you change your bath. It's all depending on your local regulations. You need to make sure that you are in compliance with those regulations so you don't get fined. Again, it's all based on local regulations. That's all for today, and back to you, William.
Thanks, Fernando. And thank you guys for watching this Tech to Tech session. If you would like to discuss this topic further or have any questions not answered in the session, please contact your local KYZEN regional manager or send an email to tech@KYZEN.com, and we will have someone follow up with you as soon as possible. And if you like this video, be sure to follow us on our social media platforms for more expert cleaning content.